Going into the 1931 World Series between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Philadelphia Athletics, everyone had that series pegged for the Athletics. They won 107 games, the most since the 1927 Yankees. They were 2 times world champions. But there was a rookie center fielder for the Cardinals who had other ideas. His name was Pepper Martin, and he compiled a 500 batting average in the 1931 World Series. The series was won by the Cardinals 4-3, with Game 7 being played in Sportsman's Park, St. Louis, won by the Cardinals 4-2 on October 10th, 1931. Join me as I replay Game 7 on the tabletop. This is Apba Baseball Classics, where yesterday's stars performed through cards and dice, classic games on our tabletops. Hi everybody, this is Apba Brian, and this is Apba Baseball Classics. We're ready to begin. Max Bishop of the Philadelphia A's steps into the box against Burley Grimes, a grade C pitcher, Y and Z modifier, 17-game winner for the Cardinals in 1931. Here's the first pitch of the game. 1-4 is a fly ball hit to the left fielder. Hit to Ernie Orsetti in left field, 1 down. Here's Mule Haas. 1-6 is a 28. Grounder to Gilbert, a shortstop to throw across. 2 outs. And now the third place hitter, Mickey Cochran, the catcher, 349 hitter in 1931. 2-6 is a roller toward second base. Frankie Frisch has it, throws to first. 3 up and 3 down for the A's in the top of the first. We're at the bottom of the first, no score. George Earnshaw is the pitcher for the A's. He's a grade B pitcher, X and Z modifier, and Andy High leads off for the Cardinals. 15 is a 8 against a B. That's going to be a fly out to center field, caught by Mule Haas. Here's George Watkins. 5-5 is a fly out to center field. Haas moves 2 steps to his left and hauls it in. 2 away, and now Frankie Frisch. Frankie Frisch, the Fordham Flash, attended Fordham University. He would eventually become the Cardinals manager. For now, Gabby Street is the St. Louis manager. Here's a pitch to Frisch. 1-5, that's a base hit for Frisch. A single, and the 11 means he can steal second with 2 outs. And Pepper Martin, who had 500 in the series, coming up. I think he will go ahead and try to steal second. I give my catchers a chance to throw out the base runners. And since we have their steal ratings, we'll go ahead and use those steal ratings. Frisch's success number is 32, and catcher for the A's, Cochran, is a +5 throwing arm, so he'll take 5 off 32. That gives him a chance. Let's see. 11 to 53, he'll be safe. There he goes. And 21, he is safe with a stolen base. Cardinals have a runner in scoring position. Here's the pitch. 41. Popped up on the infield. Dib Williams is under it and makes the catch. 3 outs will go to the top of the second with no score. Al Simmons carries the highest batting average in today's game. He had 390 in 1931. Batting averages in the 1930s were higher than normal, 65. Popped up behind catcher. Jimmy Wilson is under it and makes the grab. That's the first out in the top of the second inning. Here's double X, Jimmy Fox, the first baseman, 30 homers in 31. 22 is going to be a 5 5 is a drive to the left center field gap. It's going to be up against the wall. Fox will settle in to second base with a double. 1 out. The A's have a man in scoring position. Here's Bing Miller. Six roll. That's a hit column roll. And the second column is a double. That's going to drive in first run of the ball game. Fox scores. RBI by Bing Miller. A's take a 1-0 lead. There's Jimmy Dykes, third baseman. He is a future Major League Manager. 6'2" is a 22. 22 is ball 1. 65 is a ball popped up into the air toward third base, and Pepper Martin, or Andy High rather, makes the catch. Pepper Martin was in his future would be playing third. He's in the center today. 2 outs. Here's Deb Williams, the 8th place hitter. Grimes is going to pitch to him. Here's the pitch. 3-5 is a 39, strike 1. And 3-5 is strike 2. Ground to the first. Then Jim Bottomley is up with it. Flips to Burley Grimes covering. 3 outs, but the Philadelphia A's get on the board. They lead 1-0. Or Sadamley, Bottomley, and Wilson in scheduled hitters in the bottom of the second inning. 64 is a 40. Foul ball, strike 1. 2-4 is a fly out to center field. Neil Haas has been busy out there. That's his third putout. 1 out in the bottom of the second. Here's Jim Bottomley. Sometimes hit with power. He had 346 and 31. 21 is a fly ball to Bing Miller in right field, 2 away. And now Jimmy Wilson with a different Apba card. I couldn't find this set's Jimmy Wilson card, so I had to print one off at Steve's CompuDeck. 1-1 roll. That's going to be a double for Wilson. 2 out double. Gets the Cardinals' second runner in scoring position that they've had in this game. There are 2 outs, and the 8th place hitter coming to bat is Charlie Gilbert, and Ershaw is going to walk Gilbert to get to the pitcher, Burley Grimes. All right, here's the pitch to the Cardinal pitcher. 1-1 roll is a 7. That's going to be a base hit. Strategy backfires. Runner on second. Scores. And let's see. If Gilbert is not slow, he goes to third. Yeah, he's not slow. So first and third Cardinals, back to the top of the order. They tie the score at 1-1. Here's the top of the order, Andy High. Fly out the left this first time up. 45 is a 14. I think that's going to be 2 balls, no strikes. And 65 is a foul out to the catcher that ending the inning. But the Cardinals score once. Game is tied 1-1. A's pitcher George Earnshaw will lead off the top of the third. 21 is a fly out to right field, 1 down. George Watkins on that play for the Cardinals. Here's Max Bishop. Six-1 is a ground out to the shortstop. And that is Gilbert making the play, 2 outs. Neil Haas. Bouncer to Frisch. He's up with it, throws to first. 3 outs. Smooth inning for Grimes. We go to the bottom of the third, 1-1 tie. All right, George Watkins leads off for St. Louis. 31 is a 9 and gets a B pitcher, and that's going to be a base hit for George Watkins. Leadoff single for the Cardinals. Watkins is a fast runner. C25 stealing. But take off 5 for the catcher. It knocks him down to C20. Frankie Frisch, you could bunt him over, could hit and run. Could swing away. He's a 311 hitter. He's going to swing away. 45 is going to be a 2 balls, no strikes. Ershaw has a Z modifier. 1-4 is a fly out to the left fielder, Al Simmons, 1 down. Here's Pepper Martin, Wild Horse of the Osage. 23 is a 26. And 2-6 is going to be a fielder's choice, 4-6. Martin's runner at first. 2 down. Here is Orsatti. He's Martin's D31 stealing. DiMianti could steal with 1 or 2 outs, and they are tied or within a run. There he goes. With the catcher modifier, 11 through 52, and be safe. And he is safe with the stolen base. Second steal for the Cardinals. (4-3) is a 29. Orsatti pulls the ball on the ground to the first baseman, Jimmy Fox. Scott it steps on first. That's the end of the inning. Cards don't score. We go to the top of the 4th. Philadelphia 1 and St. Louis 1. All right, manager Connie Mack will be setting up Mickey Cochran, Al Simmons, and Jimmy Fox here in the top of the 4th. Game is all locked up in a 1-1 tie. Here's a pitch from Grimes to Cochran. 5-5 is a base hit for Mickey Cochran. Let's see, E16 stealing, not much of a threat to go. Wilson takes 3 off that number, so it'd be E13, less than a half a chance. Here's Al Simmons, 390 hitter, 22 home runs at the plate. 1-4 is a fly out to left field. Simmons disappointed, he didn't deliver, but now Double X can. 30 homers, 291 hitter. 2-5 is an 8 against a C pitcher. Base hit. And the runner goes to second. First and second A's. Cochran is a fast runner. Fox is average. Here's Bing Miller. Rolly Grimes looks in for the sign. Goes into his stretch. Now the pitch. 2 balls and no strikes. It's a ball. Or first and second. Yep. We're using the Merino boards. I think some boards that might be a walk, but on the Merino boards, the Z modifier turns that walk into 2 balls. Next pitch is a 1-1. That's a hit column roll for Bing Miller. Trouble here. 65 is just an 8. But a run will score. Cochran crosses the plate. Fox holds at second. RBI single for Bing Miller, who has 2 for 2 with 2 RBIs. That brings up Jimmy Dykes, who popped out to third his first time up. 24 is a swing and a miss for a strikeout in the game by either side. 2 outs. Dib Williams. 6-1 is a ground ball to second base. Short throw to the shortstop covering second. 3 outs. But the Phillies take a 2-1 lead as we go to the bottom of the 4th inning. A's now hold an advantage of 2-1. Jim Bottomley leads off for St. Louis in the bottom of the 4th. 6-2 is a 37. And I think that's going to be strike 1. 1-2 is a 25. That's hit on the ground toward second base or X. Ershaw has an X. That's a strikeout. Bottomley is caught looking. Catcher Jimmy Wilson doubled his first time up and scored. 46 is a roller back to Ershaw. The throw over to Fox at first. Wilson's out, 2 outs. Here's shortstop Charlie Gilbert. 53 is an 18. That will test the shortstop, and with 2 outs, that's a 6-3 ground out. 3 up and 3 down for the Cardinals. We go to the top of the 5th, 2-1, Philadelphia A's. All right, George Ershaw leads off for Philadelphia. 53 is a 21. That will test first baseman, who is Bottomley, is fielding column 2. Take that back. He's fielding column 1. And that's a ground out to first, unassisted. Next, Bishop. 2-3 is a 12. Ground out to third base, 5-3. 2 outs. Here's Mule Haas. Left-handed batter from New Jersey. 5-3 is a 16, testing the center fielder. Pepper Martin's a fielding column 2. That's going to be a base hit. He can't get to it. A's have a base runner. Two outs. We're on first. Mickey Cochran. Cochran is 1 for 2. 5-4 is a fly out to George Watkins in right field for the 3rd out. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Halfway through, A's 2, Cardinals 1. Cardinals send up their pitcher in the bottom of the 5th inning, down by a run. 6-1 is a ground ball to the shortstop, Dib Williams. Throws over to Fox, 1 down. Third baseman, Andy High. 2-4 is a fly out to center field. 2 outs. George Watkins, and he rolls a fly out to left field. 3 up and 3 down for the Cardinals. We go to the top of the 6th, 2-1 Philadelphia. Al Simmons will lead off the 6th. He was known as Bucketfoot Al Simmons because he had an exaggerated open batting stance that had his lead foot stepping toward the out toward the third base line. A lot of people were critical of his batting style as a rookie when he came up, but Connie Mack said as long as he can hit, he didn't care if he stood on his head. And sure enough, he hit 300 his first 11 years, and hit 300 his rookie year, was over 100 RBIs. Here's Simmons. 5-3 is a 15. That will test the left fielder, who is Ernie Orsetti. He's coming, can't get to it. That's a base hit for Bucketfoot Al Simmons. Here's Double X, Jimmy Fox, another Hall of Famer. Two 4 is a swing and a miss, strike 3. Fox goes back to the bench. He's 2 for 3 now. It's single, doubled, and struck out. Here's Bing Miller. Miller is 2 for 2. Dangerous hitter here. 281 hitter. 5-3 is a 17. Testing the right fielder, that's Watkins. and he is a fielding column 3. That's going to be a base hit. And the runner goes to third. Throw goes toward third. Safe, and that allows Miller to get the second on the throw. Miller is 3 for 3. Athletics looking to pad their one-run lead. Here is Jimmy Dykes. The Cardinals are going to play their infield in. Here's the pitch. 3-2 is a 26. The infield playing in. Ground ball to second. Frisch throws home. Wilson applies the tag, and Simmons is out at the plate 4-2. Fielder's choice. Runners on first and second. There are 2 outs. Cardinals are fielding column 2. If they had been fielding column 1 or 3, that would have been a single through the drawn-in infield. Here's Div Williams with 2 outs in first and second. 43 is a 29. Hit back to the pitcher, Grimes, throw to first. 3 outs. Cardinals are turned aside in the 6th. They threaten. It's still 2-1. Philadelphia. The A's are turned aside in the 6th. Frankie Frisch stands in. He's 1 for 2. 5-3 is a 19. Hit toward third base. And missed by Indy High for an error. E5. Frisch is on at first. Pepper Martin. 300 hitter. Here's the pitch. 54 is a fly out to right field. Frisch holds at first. One away, stealing is D28. -3, D25. Let's see. 11-51. Ernie Orsetti's the batter. He's going to hold. 1-6 is a 2-8. And that's a ground ball to second base. Fielding column 1, Frisch is an 8. Fielder's choice. Rather, ground out to shortstop. Fielding column 2. And the runner goes to second. Orsetti's out at first. Now there's 2 outs to Jim Bottomley. 0 for 2. He's flied out and struck out. 5-5 roll is a base hit for Jim Bottomley, and that will score the tying run. Frisch scores. Unearned run. Score is tied 2-2. Catcher Jimmy Wilson. And 3-1 is a 9 against a B pitcher. I think that's going to be a hit. First and second for the Cards. Charles Gilbert was walked in this situation back in the 2nd inning. It backfired on the A's when the pitcher got a base hit. So they're going to pitch to him. Here's the pitch to Gilbert. 5-1 is a 9 against the B pitcher. Runners on first and second. That falls safely for a base hit and loads the bases. 3 straight singles for the Cardinals. It brings up Burley Grimes. You think about that. All right, with 2 outs and the bases loaded, there are going to be some changes. James Ripper Collins is going to pitch hit for the pitcher, 301 hitter. Left-handed, he's a switch hitter. But the Philadelphia A's are going to go to the bullpen anyway, and it's going to be Rube Wahlberg, a great B pitcher, Y modifier, coming in to pitch for George Earnshaw. Can Ripper Collins put a quarter in the merry-go-round? Here's the pitch. 5-6 is a swing and a miss. Strike 3. Wahlberg gets the job done. Strands the bases loaded. We go to the top of the 7th inning. 2-2 tie. Jim Lindsay is a new Cardinal pitcher. He is a grade B. We're going to use the relief, the asterisk one. Y and W modifiers. Rube Wahlberg leads off for the A's. He'll stay in the game. 6-3 is a fly ball to right field, and that is caught by George Watkins for the first out. Next, Bishop. 2-6 is a ground ball to shortstop. Gilbert to Bottomley, 2 outs. Mule Haas. 5-6 is a 34. Popped up or Y. Lindsay's got the Y. It's a strikeout caught looking. 3 up and 3 down for the A's. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Tight ball game, 2-2 tie. All right, Rube Wahlberg will have the Birds top of the order. Andy High leads off. 3-2 is a 26. It's a ground ball to second base. 1 away. Andy High is 0 for 4 in that leadoff spot today. Here's George Watkins. 6-4 is a swing and miss, strike 3, 2 outs. Wahlberg has faced all 3 men he's faced since he's retired. All 3 men he's faced since he's brought in, struck out 2 of them. And now Frankie Frisch is a roller back to the pitcher, Wahlberg. And a throw over, 3 outs. We go to the top of the 8th inning, 2-2 tie. We're getting down to the end of this game, but we're no closer to the decision as we were when we began. Mickey Cochran steps in the box. 3-6 is a 33. And Lindsay has a Y, hits a strikeout. Cochran is retired. 1 for 4. Al Simmons. 43 is a roller back to Lindsay. The throw over to first. 2 outs. Here's double X, Jimmy Fox. Probably my favorite player in the 1930s. 1-5 is a 10 against a B. That's going to be a base hit for Jimmy Fox. And Fox is 3 for 4 today. Average speed at first base. E23 steal numbers. Here's Bing Miller. 4-3 is a 29. Grounded to the pitcher, or Y, that's a strikeout. 3 outs. We go to the bottom of the 8th, still 2-2 tie. All right, George Wahlberg is a rated starting pitcher. He's not going to retire anytime soon. Pepper Martin steps into the box for St. Louis in the bottom of the 8th. 54 is a fly out to right field. 1 down. Martin hit 500 in the series, but went 0 for 4, I believe, in Game 7 in real life. And bat has cooled here. He is 0 for 4 today. Ernie Orsatti, 46, is a roller back to Wahlberg. Throw to first. 2 outs. Jim Bottomley. Sonny Jim. Popped out to the catcher. 3 outs. We go to the top of the 9th. Philadelphia A's 2, St. Louis Cardinals 2. All right, Jimmy Dykes, third baseman for the A's, leads off. He played a prominent role in the movie The Monty Stratton Story, playing himself, managing the Chicago White Sox. Here, it's one of my favorite baseball movies. Here is Lindsay's pitch to Jimmy Dykes. 6-6 roll, that's a hit column roll for Dykes, and he's going to get this started off right for the A's. 65 is just a single, though. 7 is disappointing. Those second column rolls. But the A's have a base runner. Average speed at first. Here's the shortstop, Dib Williams. Only 3 outs to work with. I'm not inclined to sacrifice here. Here's the pitch. 3-3 roll. Glad they didn't sacrifice. That's a hit column roll. And 32 is another base hit, 7. But the runner goes to third. The A's have runners on first and third and nobody out. Here's the pitcher, Wahlberg, and he's going to hit for himself. He has been pitching very effectively in this tight game. He's going to stay in there. Let's see if he can make contact. Better yet, get the ball into the air. The infield is playing in for St. Louis. Here's the pitch to the pitcher, 63. 32, that's a fly ball. To right field, let's see how deep it is. And 4 is, that's the middle one. 49. Plus 9, Dyke's running speed, 58. And then the right fielder for St. Louis is Watkins. We'll subtract his throwing arm rating. 31, so 58 minus 31 is 27. (11 through 53), the runner tags and scores. I do this differently than what the rules call for. I just go straight up if I decide whether he's going to go. And if the throw's over the safe range, he's out. 11 through 53. 16, he is safe. Sacrifice fly by the pitcher. And now the score is 3-2 A's. Here's Max Bishop. 3-4 is a fly out to center field. 2 down. Mule Haas. 8 against a B pitcher, runner on first. That's a ground out to third. But the Philadelphia A's leading off the inning with 2 straight singles, and then a sac fly, take a 3-2 lead. We go to the bottom of the ninth. All right, Rube Wahlberg has faced 7 Cardinals and retired all 7, and potentially has driven in the winning run. He's bidding to be the star of this game. Jimmy Wilson leads off for St. Louis. Just 3 more chances for the Cardinals to win this series. Here's the pitch to Jimmy Wilson. 1-2 is a roller back to the pitcher, Wahlberg. He throws the first. 1 away. All right, here's Charlie Gilbert. 1-2 is a 25. That's a ground ball to second. Fielded by Max Bishop to throw to Fox. 2 outs. Last chance for the Cardinals. Pinch hitter Chick Hafey, 349 hitter. Here's the pitch to Chick Hafey. 4-2 is a 9 against a B. That's a base hit. Hafey keeps the Cards alive. First base runner of the Cardinals off Wahlberg. Here's Andy High, the leadoff hitter. 3-6 is a 14. That's going to be a base on balls. 2 outs. 5-5 is a 8 against a B, first and second. Base hit, run scores, and the other goes to third. 3-3 tie in the ninth. Fans are going crazy at Sportsman's Park. Frankie Frisch, switch hitter. Timeout. Connie Mack goes to his bullpen. He brings in Leroy Mahaffey, a great CYW pitcher, first and third. Frankie Frisch of the Cardinals at the plate. Here's the pitch. 63 is a 12. And that is a ground out to first base. That ends the inning, but the Cardinals get it tied. We go to extra innings. 3-3 tie. New pitcher for the Cardinals is Syl Johnson, grade B YZ pitcher. 11-game winner, 3.0 ERA. Mickey Cochran steps in. Extra innings for the A's. 61 is a 36. Ball 1. 44 is a base hit for Mickey Cochran. He's 2 for 5. And now Al Simmons is the batter. 25 is a base hit for Simmons. See, first and third, I believe. That's correct, first and third. A's threatening again, no outs. Here is Jimmy Fox. Cardinals play the infield in. Pitch to double X. 5-3 is a 20. Hit by pitch unless he's HBO 0. There's no HBO rating, so Fox is plunked. Bags are loaded. Bing Miller. Can Bing Miller put a quarter in the merry-go-round and break this game open? Here's the pitch. 24 is a 31. Fly out to center field. That is Pepper Martin in center field, fielding column 2. We'll roll for the depth. 45 is the depth. Add Cochran's speed, that's 61. And we'll check the arm of Pepper Martin, 32. So 29, that's a 11 through 55. You'll be safe. There he goes. And 53, he is safe at the plate. Sacrifice fly by Bing Miller puts the A's back on top. 4-3 Philadelphia. Here's Jimmy Dykes. 6-4 is a 39. And that's a double play ground ball to third. 5 steps on third and throws to first. So 5-5-3. A's take a 1-run lead into the bottom of the 10th inning. All right, Pepper Martin will lead off for St. Louis. They need to score to stay alive. Here's the pitch to the Wild Horse of the Osage. 63 is a ground ball to third base. Picked by Jimmy Dykes to throw to first. Martin's out. Mahaffey still on the mound for the A's. Here's Ernie Orsetti. 3-5 is a 9 against a C. And that is a Y. He's got a strikeout. 2 outs. Last chance for the Cards. Jim Bottomley. 1-3 is a 14. That's a base on balls. Redbirds is still alive. Catcher Jimmy Wilson. Mahaffey into the stretch. Here's the pitch. 54 is a fly ball to right field. Bing Miller is tracking it, and he puts it away for the third out. That's the ball game. The final score, Philadelphia 4, St. Louis 3. All right, the Philadelphia A's win this game 7-4-3. They scored 4 runs on 12 hits and 1 error. St. Louis scored 3 runs on 7 hits and no errors. Winning pitcher was Mahaffey. Pitched 1 to 3rd innings, gave up no runs. And the losing pitcher was Lindsay for the Cardinals. Willie Grimes pitched well, started for the Cardinals, went 6 innings, gave up 2 runs. George Ernthal pitched well as well. 5 2/3 starting for the A's and 1 run allowed. No home runs in the game, but the middle of the A's order produced multi-hit games. Cochran had 2 hits, Simmons had 2 hits, Fox had 3, Miller had 3 hits. And that's opposed to the Cardinals, whose only hit in the middle of the order came from Mikey Frisch. Hope you enjoyed the game. If you did, hit the subscription button and the like button. That pushes us up the YouTube algorithm. Hope everyone has had a Merry Christmas. We have sold our house here, and we're not moving anywhere. We're just moving upstairs to a little larger condo, a 2-bedroom condo, as opposed to the 1-bedroom we have now. So you've probably noticed I've had fewer uploads, and it's going to be that way until probably sometime early January when we complete the deal and move. But thank you for your patience, and thank you for watching. Have a good day, and may God bless.